Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about NBA The Run again. Today, we are not going to be talking about the pros. This is more going to just be talking about what they need to work on and what I think they need to improve to get this at a better state overall. I don't think it's that bad right now. I think it's actually pretty good. The more I played it today, we played it for like 4 hours today. The more I played it today, the more I started to enjoy it. Like, I was really, really enjoying it, like to the point where I was like, I need to keep playing this. I want to keep playing it. So I don't think it's that far off. There's just a couple of things that I think they need to work on, and I just want to get my thoughts out. Hopefully, they'll watch this video and work on it. So let's just get over with the thing I said last time. They need more camera options. The camera options are just the first one is serviceable. Like the default one is very serviceable, but they just need more. They need like a personal camera, in my opinion, like something that follows you by yourself, like only you, like maybe like on the back of you. And then they need like a 2K camera. They definitely need a 2K camera. So I think that's like not priority one, but that's something that they need to work on, is the camera option, like I was talking about in the last video. And then the number one issue besides the camera option that I had with this playtest was the shoving. The shoving was terrible in this game. It was horrible. You pretty much can shove anybody. I was Jalen Brunson at points, and I was shoving, like, I think I shoved LeBron, or I shoved someone big, like a shooting guard or someone like that. And I shoved them down to the floor, and I hit like a wide open three off of it. The shoving's ridiculous. Anybody can shove anybody. And you can spam it so many times. They allow you to spam it over and over again. It does take some stamina away, but in my opinion, it needs to take more stamina away. And they don't need to allow you to spam it twice. Like, you shouldn't be able to spam it back to back. That's like the number one thing that they need to change about it, is how much stamina it takes from you, and you shouldn't be able to spam it back to back. The same with stealing. Stealing, you shouldn't be able to spam back to back. They should make that a universal thing. They should give you like a 2 second, maybe a 1 second buffer, maybe not even 1 second, maybe like a 0.5, because like 1 second in a video game is a very long time, like maybe a 0.5 buffer, but that you should have a buffer in between each time you do it. The pushing, maybe 2 seconds each time you do it. So yeah, because the meta became just pushing. Like, it wasn't even fun at one point. Like, you couldn't do any dribble moves. You couldn't do anything up the court when you played against people who push. All you did was just pass the ball around. Like, it was just hopscotch. And then whoever was open, you take the shot. So it was just so boring. It made the game like ridiculously boring every time you played against people who knew how to push. So if they fix that, another thing with the shoving, in my personal opinion, they need to maybe try to bring in the power mechanic with the pushing, because I didn't know about this until my friend brought it up, because he played a lot of big man in this game. Wimpy really couldn't dunk on people, and it was because of his power. And Giannis, like, for instance, Giannis had a high power and he could dunk on anybody because he was playing Giannis more, because he just liked the fact that he could dunk on anybody. So maybe influence the power mechanic into the shoving mechanic. That would kind of be smart for me. Like, maybe anybody with a high power could be able to shove like people really good. Anybody with a low power can't shove at all. Like, I'd probably make it where they can't even like really shove anybody good enough. It would kind of even be like a waste for them to even try to shove. That would kind of be good. And then, like I said, they still need to put a cool, or like a buffer each time you mess up on the shove, even for those characters that are probably have a high power. And they also need to make it where you have something to counter it, because as of right now, there's nothing to counter it. The protect the ball mechanic should counter that, in my opinion. It should counter that, and maybe in my opinion, the protect the ball mechanic should fight it back. Maybe. Like, if you do the protect the ball mechanic at the right time when someone shoves you, like, it's like a parry, and it like pushes them back a little bit, or puts them like in a harder stun face than they normally would, you know. That kind of would be smarter to me, in my opinion, than what they have right now, because there's no way to play against the shoving. If they want to keep I think if they nerf the shoving though, that would be solidified. But if they want to keep the shoving at this level, maybe make a little mechanic out of it where you can counter it to stop it. But overall, they just need to nerf the shoving. Another thing with the shoving, you should not be able to shove on offense. When you do not have the ball, when you're off the ball, you're able to shove anybody on offense. You shouldn't be able to do that. That's cheating, in my opinion. That shouldn't even be a mechanic. They should change that to a pick or something else like that. That shouldn't even be a mechanic on offense. They should might as well just take that mechanic off, in my opinion, for offensive players. Next part, I'm talking about the stealing. The stealing is still so loose. If you have a character with high steal, I was playing Tyrese Maxey a lot early in the playtest, and Tyrese Maxey was able just to steal every time, man. Every time I they got the ball, I was just able to rip them and then get the ball loose. They need to fix that. I think if you protect the ball, because even in sometimes when people protect the ball, I was able to steal it if I hit it at a certain angle, or even if I just spammed it right at the right time, I was able to steal it. I think if you protect the ball, it should stop majority of the stealing. Like you should probably have like a 25% chance of stealing the ball from someone. It shouldn't be that high when someone protects the ball, because you move so slow when you protect the ball and you can't do any dribble moves out of it. So I just think that like holding someone to, if someone wants to protect the ball all the way up the court, let them protect the ball. It's not going to really do much to you defensively. You can sit there and guard that man easily. So I just think that number one, they need to make the protecting the ball way more effective when it comes to stealing. And number two, I don't think you should be able to steal as much as you can steal. Like they need to lower the rate so much, man. Like it's ridiculous how much the ball is just on the floor in this game. And because the camera is so messed up, sometimes you feel like you're there and you're not there. So I just think that like the stealing and the pushing and the shoving is just the worst part about this game. It's something that I can see like within like a week and a half, especially the shoving, man. If the shoving is like this at launch, in a week, this game is going to be people just shoving. It's everybody's going to just be, the meta is going to be pass the ball, shoot. And that's so annoying. The game is super fun when you're able to do trick moves and able to like do all types of stuff. So they need to fix that specifically. Overall, I think they need to fix the defensive coverage in the game as well. I think that when you jump to like block somebody's shot, I think that they still should have the opportunity to get a green, but the window should be very much shorter. It felt like, especially on the leaner shots, we were playing with this one dude, this one Shay on our team, and he was super good at the leaner shots. Like it was green every single time, and it felt like nobody could do anything against him. It felt like he had a Zen, if you know what a Zen is, like that cheating gas thing that you can put on your controller. It felt like he had a Zen. That's how much he was able to just hit it automatically. So in my opinion, they need to work on that shot, and they need to work on just shot coverage in general on defense. Like if you cover somebody, you should be rewarded for being able to cover, because it's really hard to cover somebody on the perimeter sometimes. Like you have to get in the defensive stance, and if they hit a move and you get an ankle break, or if they hit a move and they like speed boost like to a little bit to the left, you might not be in range of them. So you should be rewarded if you do enough coverage to be able to be on top of them when they shoot. And like I said, you still should be able to hit a green, but the window should just be a little bit shorter. I think the shooting overall, besides that, is really good when it comes to defending. You don't really need nobody with a high defense. I was playing Jalen Bronson again. I was playing Jalen Bronson and I was blocking shots. I was playing Luka last time and I was blocking shots and stealing. Luka does have higher defense stats than you would think, but especially a steal stat. But still, like I was playing defense with Curry too. I blocked like a couple shots with Curry just based off of my timing on the perimeter. So I did really enjoy that part about the game. They just need to make it where you can't, like, it was so crazy to me that people were able to make shots and I was all over them sometimes. Like, and don't get me wrong, if it's a green, I'm cool with it. But like sometimes it was like, I'm all over you, still made this. I'm gonna touch on this light because I talked about this last time on the impressions. The NBA ratings are so weird. Luka has a high defensive stat, like I was talking about. There's players that Joel Embiid's stats are very low in my opinion. Like he doesn't have really high defensive stats, and Joel Embiid is a defensive player of the year player every year he plays, like a good year. So I don't understand that either. So yeah, they just need to tweak the player stats and they need to look over those things. Let me say this too. I didn't say this. I did play Legends this time. The Legends were super fun. I played a lot more Legends. I played I can't think of his name. I can't think of the default legend they gave you, but he had better handles. He was like the dude with the glasses. He had super good handles. I liked him. He was super good, but he couldn't dunk, and I'll get into later what they need to do about this dunking situation, because I think that's a big problem that I didn't think about the first time. But that the dude that had super good handles, because they both had good handles, the ones I played. But the dude that had super good handles with the bandana, I like playing him. He had the slip and slide move. He was the only person that had that move. I think they need to let more people have that move, because I think it's cool that move is like one of the coolest moves in the old NBA streets, so they need to allow other people to do it. And yeah, he was fun. And the other character I played was another character who was like super short, but he can dunk. Like he can dunk ridiculous. Like he had a gold dunk. He was super fun to play. So the Legends were way fun to play this time than they were the last time, because they gave us Elgato last time, and he really wasn't fun to play. But overall, I really did like the Legends this time, so I'm excited to see how all the Legends are going to play when the game fully comes out. The passing still needs to be better. It is still a little bit off. It's not floaty as it was the last game, but it's not as zippy. My friend called this out when we were playing. Every time they throw the ball, they do a behind the back pass. They need to add way more passes. I'm talking about just regular passes, like chest passes, bounce passes, over the head passes. They just need to add way more regular passes, just normal passes, not even flashy passes. Because it just is crazy how much behind the back passes they throw in this game. But yeah, the passing, the thing that still was off with the passing is sometimes you would throw it to people, and I understand that sometimes it would be like you would throw the ball way further, you would throw the ball further down the court, and it would be a little bit harder for the person to get it. But sometimes the ball would be like you would pass the ball like to a person that's right next to you, and the ball would just freaking zip past the person and like go to the side of the court, like hit off the bounce wall, and it's like, what the heck, how did that even remotely happen? So they just need to fix the passing. That's something they need to tune. I don't think the passing is as bad as it was last playtest, but it's still something they need to tune. And then the last thing that I didn't know was an issue last time we played this game, I played the playtest, but this is definitely an issue this time. Players that can't dunk need a floater animation or like a layup animation, or I was even thinking this, where when you have the dunk animation, in the middle of the dunk animation, if you tap square, it switches it to a layup animation. And the reason why I say that is because like players like Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Bronson, and Steph Curry, players that don't have really high dunk stats, when you're on like a fast break, you have like, it's sometimes you can like dunk the ball, but sometimes it's like really skeptical. Sometimes you really can't dunk the ball, and don't even think if someone's even remotely under the basket and you try to dunk, sometimes it's even hard for you to dunk in that situation. So I think that they need to make it where you have either a floater, like a Steph Curry floater, like maybe like a modifier, not that stupid little floater that they do when you don't reach the dunk, like just a better floater in my opinion, like a Steph Curry or a Chris Paul floater. And or like I said, in my opinion, they need to have a different layup animation, or an animation that you can, like in the middle of your dunk animation, you can tap square and do a layup animation. Because right now, the best option you would have to pull off a layup, and it's so stupid in my opinion that this is the only way you can do a layup in this game, is you basically would have to run to the bottom of the hoop, or like walk to the bottom hoop, either or. It would be better to walk, so you don't, because if you sprint, you'll dunk. But you have to basically run under the hoop and then let go of the sprint button and then tap square, and then you'll do like a little layup. They need different layup animations for players that can't dunk. But other than that, this game is super fun. It's super good. It was definitely addicting. After playing it for a couple hours, I was like, dang, I want to play this some more. It's a good sports game. It's definitely at a good price where they got it at. I think more people are gonna buy the legendary version, to be honest with you, because it's so cheap, and it comes with 3 legends and coins. And I already saw the progression. The progression is pretty cool. It's all through leveling up, and you get the coins by leveling up. I don't know if they're gonna sell them. They might sell them to make extra money. But yeah, the game seems really good. I think they will probably have a playtest probably at the end of this month, maybe. We'll see, because people ask about, they might have one probably the last weekend before the release. So like maybe that Saturday or maybe that Friday before the release, they might have a playtest, because they've been talking about maybe we'll do something for the consoles, because everybody from the consoles are trying to play still. So yeah, but I think this game is good if they fix the defensive issues I have, the shoving specifically, like that's like number one issue they fix. And if they fix the stealing, I think this game will be really, really good. If the game launches with the shoving it has, I strongly believe in a month and a half, y'all gonna be like, God dang, bro, like this game is shove the video game. So hopefully they fix it. But other than that, thanks for checking out my YouTube video, and you guys have a great day.